is a really beautiful fall day, and the golden hour is coming to an end. The sun is setting behind some trees. I really needed some outdoor time because with the time change, I just don't get enough sunlight and I turn into like a depressed houseplant. I also have a plastic bag sticking out from under my hat because I have hair dye on underneath. Hello, I'm Dabby Longlegs, and I am a pansexual, half-Latin Valian, and I'm gonna be doing these funny videos where I rant and I deconstruct my anger and things that make me angry, why they make me angry, and I like to end with some tips and suggestions that people can use to maybe be less of a jerk in this world, because why not? So, I'm gonna start with something that annoys me, that is something that annoys me is when you express something that you're happy about or excited about, or you're just speaking hypothetically about something that you would enjoy if that were ever to happen. Again, hypothetical, like it's not actually gonna happen, but if it happened, wouldn't that be nice? So I hate it when you're doing that and somebody has to interject in a very kind of like lecturing you, matter of fact, hyper factual way about why you can't enjoy that thing or why you can't have that thing, even though you were speaking in hypotheticals to begin with. For example, I'll give y'all a couple of examples. Like when I was in middle school, first of all, okay, remember when you were in middle school and you're like, what's a mortgage? I'm gonna have to do taxes when I'm older. And the teachers and the coaches and everybody else was just like, shut the fuck up and learn how to square dance. Remember that? So remember in like middle school and high school during the winter time how people would have to like square dance or ballroom dance for PE, and if you were lucky you got to pick your ballroom dance partner, and it was like this huge deal. And of course you can only pick a dance partner of the opposite sex because, you know, heteronormativity. but yeah, so I remember one year I asked my crush if he wanted to be my dance partner, and he said yes, and it was over email over like Thanksgiving break, and I like checked my email every single day, and when he finally responded I was so excited. So I told one of my older siblings, I was like, look, he wants to be my dance partner. And you know what they said? They weren't like, wow, I'm so happy for you, awesome job, and you were really brave to ask them. No, they were like, well, remember, you're a Christian and you're not 16 yet, so you're not allowed to date him. Did I say anything about dating him? No. I'm just excited that I get to be his dance partner, which means that for like 20 minutes out of the day, I get to hold his hand like this. Woo, scandalous. But it's like, no, they had to make it all about like, remember the rules, you're not allowed to do this, even though that's not even what I was talking about. Basically, it's just rude as fuck because somebody's happy about something and you're just reminding them of the things that they can't do, which is like a total downer. Like, wow, you're cool, you must be getting laid in college. Total fun sucker. Another example of this was when I got a new job and I was really excited, and I was gossiping to my friend at my old job about it. We both hated our job, and so we were both looking for new places to work. And I got a new job and I was telling her all about it, and I was like, oh, and like plus side too, the new manager is like super hot. And she just immediately was like, you have a boyfriend, so nothing can happen. And it's like, how is me commenting on my manager being attractive equal to saying I'm gonna date him and or cheat on my current partner? I don't get it. I'm allowed to enjoy an attractive person's presence in my life, especially if I'm gonna be working for their ass. It's like, can you just be happy for me that I'm working for a hot person and not like some old crusty white Republican dude? Like, can I just be happy? Can I just like enjoy that moment? Like, please. How is that harming anybody? Other example. This happened recently, and if you were one of these people, I'm sorry. I don't hate you. You're cool. We're cool. But, like, y'all need to, like, chill a little bit. Next example. So there was, you know, like you share like Instagram stories and just pictures of like cute things or places you want to live or cute animals or whatever, right? Harmless. It's just a fun distraction. So I posted a picture that I've posted before of this lady, and she's holding a snail that is like this big. Like it's the size of like a puppy. And so I posted it and I just wrote, want, because who the fuck wouldn't want an adorable giant pet snail? Like that would be awesome, right? You know, it's like SpongeBob having his pet snail. I would name it Gary. I would pretend like it could meow. Now, I'm not actually gonna get a pet snail. I just thought it was fucking cute. In an ideal world, yes, everybody would be able to have whatever animal pets they would. You know, in an ideal world where, like, but it's fantasy. It's like, I know I'm not gonna take wild animals and like tame them. I'm not a jerk like Tiger King or whatever other people have like taken animals out of the wild and, you know, tried to domesticate them only to get like mauled by them or have their friends get mauled by them. Anyway, that's not even the point. I was just saying that the snail was cute, and it's cute. And also, I mean, like, even if I wasn't talking about wanting like a pet snail, like, it would be fun to hold a giant snail. Like, if you had an opportunity to hold a giant snail or whatever type of pet you wanted or animal, you would want to touch the thing, right? It's like a natural human instinct that we have as a reaction to things that are cute. Anyway, the amount of people that came for me in my inbox about this fucking snail, I shit you not one, not two, but multiple people were like, you can't, because they're an invasive species. Aw, I want one too. Too bad they're an invasive species. No, they're an invasive species. Those snails are invasive to the species, so you can't have them as a pet. Like, multiple people telling me this, and I'm just like, you know, there are fascists out there, there are racists out there, there are Republicans and conservatives, and you're coming at me about a fucking snail because I just had a moment of childlike whimsy and expressed my desire to hold a giant snail. Y'all are fucking downers. That's what y'all are. And so it doesn't make sense to me because it's just like, one, the way that my brain goes, and this is probably social anxiety or projecting, I'm just being real. Part of my brain is like, do people think I'm stupid? Like, do they think I'm actually going to pursue buying an invasive species that's illegal and like bringing it into this country? 2, like, do they think I don't know this? 3, can I just live? Can I just like live and want things? You know, there's this thing that all of us were born with as children, and then, you know, it gets beat out of us thanks to capitalism and public schooling. But there's this thing that we are all born with, that we have in our brain and in our souls and our hearts, called imagination. And it's really fun to use. And if you just like to imagine fun things, that's harmless. And so if somebody is outwardly practicing that, can y'all just like shut the fuck up and let them? Like, can you just let them enjoy those things? There is so much bullshit in the world. Like I said earlier, there is so much civil unrest, and there's this pandemic and all kinds of things that are just so stressful right now. Can people just indulge in pleasure for like a minute? It's good for you. It's good for you to enjoy things. And so if somebody is enjoying something that is harmless, can you just let them? Can you just let them have that fantasy? And if you have a problem with that, then I mean, like, maybe look inward and be like, am I connecting to my inner child? Am I connecting to my inner fantasy? Or like, you know, my desires? Do I take time to allow just some harmless whimsy into my life? Because if you don't, I recommend it. I strongly recommend it. You might be a little bit happier. Again, if you were one of those people in my inbox, you're cool, we're cool, but it's just like, come on, let me have fun. Let me have fun, damn it. I'm allowed. I'm a grown-up. I'm allowed. And if I want to talk about how cool it would be to hypothetically hold a giant snail, I'm gonna talk about it, and you can't stop me. Final example, that would be like if you're watching one of those like MTV Cribs or like one of those like shows where they go inside of like cool mansions. That'd be like if you're watching that show with a friend and you say something like, wow, I want a hot tub like that, or wow, I would love to live in that fucking mansion, and the person next to you just turned and said, you can't because you're not a billionaire, or like, you can't live there because Justin Bieber lives there. Like, come on. No, just let people have their harmless fantasies, let people enjoy things, and stop being such a bummer. No bummers, man. No bummers. There's so many other things that we should be serious about, and that should, I hate that word should, but there are so many things that are to be taken seriously in this world that, like, if somebody's just enjoying some harmless fun, can y'all just let them? Can y'all just let them? Anyway, that was my first rant, and if there are other topics that y'all think I should rant about, let me know. Because I want to keep things lighthearted. Like, I want to be able to, like, get anger out because I feel like it's demonized and pathologized and people are, like, find it scary. But then also I think being able to come at it with a sense of humor, it just kind of, like, releases some of the tension that I know a lot of us are carrying these days. And it's not good for us. And yeah, I just kind of want to bring some light at the end of the tunnel of the fuckery that's in the world. So anyway, boop. I hope y'all are doing well. Take care, stay safe out there, drink your water, wear your mask. Bye!